What is happening, my peoples? Welcome to another Thursday night with your favorite Mexican. So, what is happening, everyone? I am tangled up. I am tangled up. Hi, welcome to the show. I am tangled up. I hope you guys can hear that. My chihuahua is down there playing with a little ball to exercise his doggy brain that he has had all day, that he decided not to pick up until it was time for me to sit down and actually do the show. So now it is time for me to play with it with my little paws and roll it around the linoleum. But anything for our little critters, right? So, friends, welcome to another Thursday night. Welcome to my studio. I hope that you guys can hear me okay. Like I said, I am Nancy, your favorite Mexican with TBL. So settle in, let's grab a drink, let's talk about what has been going on during the week. Let's talk about the thumbnail that I put out and what's going on with all of that stuff. We're doing water today. We're being healthy, and we're going to add some flavor. Thus, flavor aid. We are going to aid the flavor. By the way, this live stream is not sponsored by Flavor Aid. It is not. It's not sponsored by Flavor Aid. But we all, sometimes we need a little help, right? When it comes to drinking the water and the hydration, right? Everybody tells us, all of the doctors, you have to drink at least 8 glasses of water, blah, 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 blah. I know y'all doctors are going, yes, I'm right. And you are. I'm not saying that you're not. But sometimes we just don't want to guzzle 8 glasses of unflavored something back to back. So we need a little assistance with some water and maybe some aid flavor. So, friends, tell me what has been going on. What is the weather been like in your neck of the woods? We're going to jump in and say hello to the peeps here in the comments. We have been doing good. We have been doing good. We are perfect and happy, and I'm just always happy to be here. And the weather has I'm sorry, friends. I am trying to talk to you and I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm saying, and all I hear is just scratches. As if like in the scary movies where you hear the demon like scratch the door or something. But it's my dog, I guess the tree went under the under the couch. But it's just so annoying. Moving right along. Our weather has been absolutely crazy. It had been cold. We had been running the heaters here in North Texas. We've been in the 30s, 40s, the 50s. And in the past 2 days, friends, in the past 2 days, the temperatures got up to 86, and it got a little toasty there. It got a little toasty there. And now we're getting back to where we need to be. Let's get the spectacles. Let's jump right in and say hello to the people. Let's go to the comments. Oh, look, it's Mary Jones. Mary Jones, how are you, my beautiful sister? Welcome to TBL Thursday. What is happening? Whoa, What is the weather like where you're at right now? It's like I said, it's been crazy over here. It's been changing, and all over the country right now. I think in California, California, the glare on the glasses, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In California, by Yosemite, they were forecasting up to 10 feet of snow. 10 feet of snow in Yosemite. That is crazy. That is some dangerous snow there, friends. It really is. Let's go ahead and switch this around. That's right, friends. Speaking of the crazy weather and how hot has it been, right? Oh, this one. That's right. On YouTube and on the internet is always backwards. So this one right here, it had our, as you all know, our AC in the RV broke a couple weeks ago. And it wasn't really a big deal because the weather had been nice and there was basically no rush and we had some other expenses. So we kind of put it in the back burner, right? And when we heard that horrible noise, luckily, it was just the fan, which is, again, backwards. This one right here. And we just received the package in the mail from Amazon. So we are going to be able to replace that in the RV. And that is going to save us, ladies and gentlemen, about $1,000. That little part right there was, I don't know, with tax, 30 something dollars. And I said, thankfully, it was just that we did not have to replace the entire unit because the entire unit was about $1,000. And we did look and we priced it. And for RV units, the air conditioning is not cheap. It is really, you know, my traveling people out there that have the RVs and also the vans, and with this crazy AC needing weather, moving along to right up here. Oh my gosh, friends. Actually, I heard about this through the news with my mom. I was just texting um, with her, voice messaging most more like it, and she was the one that told me, hey, are you guys okay, because I have been hearing about the wildfires in Texas that are jumping over to Oklahoma, and I have been really busy with my projects and things that I have been doing and bringing to the channel, and I have not had a chance to watch the news. So, like I said, my mom was the one that told me about this, and sure enough, friends, I hopped online today to check on the news, and there are severe wildfires in Texas right now, but they are not, thankfully, close to the area of where we are. They're more close to the Panhandle area and the Oklahoma border. But with the winds and the weather conditions that they have out there on that part of Texas, they are saying that this is like a historic wildfire, like a once in a lifetime in Texas history. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. And when I looked at it, they only had it 3% contained, which is not a lot. 3% contained for a wildfire, it is not a lot. And we all know, well, I don't know about we all know, but some of us Texans that do live in Texas, we do know that the area over there in Texas by the Panhandle, it's prone to winds. It is always windy. If any of y'all have ever been to Amarillo or traveled through Amarillo, you'll know that there's always a breeze through, there's always wind. So if you have even a small fire that starts with those wind conditions, it can just propagate to an immense capacity. So our prayers go out to our people in Texas right now by the Panhandle in hope that they can take care of this wildfire situation, friends, because it is just amazing. And I haven't discovered yet what the, I mean, not the group, but how it started, or if they're, I mean, I'm sure it's probably still under investigation, but still, it is, and too much. I can't even describe it, friends. There's just too much at stake, too much destruction. There were even videos of it's Texas. It's Texas. It's rural out here. It's the ranches. It's the cowboys. It's Texas. And there is ranchers out there with livestock, and there are videos where they have to try to get them out of the area and get them to run away from these fires. And it's just unbelievable. I am hoping that they can eventually get this under control, and our prayers and our hearts go out to our friends out there in that part of Texas, in Oklahoma, and keep an eye always also on the weather and your local conditions of what is going on, especially when we're discussing about wildfires, that it might seem small at the time, but if you have never been in that situation or have been trained in that situation or looked up information in reference to that, you would know that it just takes a matter of even seconds or minutes to turn into a life or death situation, basically. And also for us RVers out there, right, that we're always camping, we're visiting, checking at the sites, we never know. Lucky for us, in some instances we can hook up our RV and we can go and avoid disaster. But also on the same token, if you are not prepared and you don't do your due diligence, it can also be a disaster. If you have not planned it, there's no way that you can try to drive an RV through this, right? It's just no, friends. Oh my God, excuse me. Oh, Mary Jones, I love you so much. I am so glad that you are here. I don't see anyone saying anything. Please say hi so we know who is with us. Susan, stopping in to say hello before I head to bed. When are you finally leaving Texas and travel again? We are working on that, Susan. We are, well, we, Kimosabi. Bill is working on re-beefing up our emergency fund after all the repairs that we had to do for the RV. And once we get that done and situated, then we are going to start looking and start planning on a new itinerary, a new to travel list, and get into the exciting parts of the travel aspects of the RV life, right? Especially going back. to Florida. And speaking of travel, friends, let's speaking of the travels, that is one of the things. Mary Jones, hello there, beautiful from New Horizons. Mary Jones saying hello. I don't know how your friends feel about this. There's a split multitude out there. There are people that just love the ocean, and there are people that are afraid of the ocean, and the whole gamut of that. Just the deepness of the ocean, the creatures of the ocean, etc. I happen to be one of those ocean lovers that love all the creatures, and I'm just enthralled with everything. And speaking with the traveling, this is something that I want to add to my next travels. Like Susan said, once Bill and I start traveling, that is something that I want to add to the list. What time is it? I want to make sure I am staying on schedule. And tell me, friends, I want to know, what about you, Mary Jones? Since since I've been talking to you, would you want to swim with one of these whale sharks? It's just something that I have been wanting to do for a while, and I want to see a creature as close as possible that is like bigger than me, that is like humongous, like the biggest creature that I could possibly see in the wild. And I think a whale shark is pretty big. I mean, unless they have tours where you can see a blue whale or something along those lines, something bigger than a whale shark, but a creature that is that big. And I want to put myself right next to it, and I want to look at it, and I just want to be in awe and not wear makeup because I'm probably going to cry, because I just think they're just so beautiful and amazing. And I can just imagine seeing something that it's so big going in front of you. It would just be absolutely amazing. And well, dangerous. Well, yes, of course, a little. I mean, yes, it is a wild animal. I mean, the whale sharks are very tame, and they're not man eaters or anything like that, but they are still wild animals nonetheless, and they are huge creatures. And I am still itty bitty next to these creatures. So I mean, of course, you still have to be careful in instances when interacting with these creatures. And I have been looking at some places, and apparently you can do this all over the world. Mary Jones, how's Bill doing? Please, blah, blah, please tell Mom hi and that I love her. Mary Jones, I actually talked to Mom today, and she told me to tell you hi and that she loves you very much. And you're my bestie. I love you too, Mary Jones, so much. So then we're leaving Florida this Sunday and heading back up north. Time for doctor's appointments and visit the grandchildren. And then back on the road, we have several thousand trails reservations made. I miss Florida so much. I have been following one of the establishments down in Florida close to the Orlando area. If all my travelers out there that are Thousand Trails members, if you have stayed in Orlando, and Susan, you probably know this and have gone to this place, the Showcase of Citrus, just a few minutes right outside the Thousand Trails Park in Orlando, that has the monster truck and the citrus trees. And they have the absolute best orange slushy that I have ever tasted in my life. It is real orange slushy. They get it from the orange groves, and then they get the orange juice and stick it in the machine, and then just turn it into a slushy and give it to you. It's not a mixer. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. Or the creamsicle where they mix it with the frozen yogurt. It is to die for. It is to die for. It is absolutely amazing. I was very skeptical the first time that I tried it, and I don't know. It's like, I don't know about yogurt and orange, but she's like, no, this is a Florida thing. Just trust me. It's a creamsicle. Try it. And I am glad that I did, because after that, I was hooked. I kid you not. After I tried it, I would send Bill at least 3 times a week from the park down to the showcase of citrus to go get me a creamsicle. It was that good. It was that good. It was that good. I've never been, but yes, I would love to. See, I think that would be fun. See, like my mom, I don't know if my mom would. She likes the ocean, but I don't know if she'd be down with swimming with such big creatures. New Horizon saying thank you to Mary Jones. You just have to respect them. Yeah, that's true. And like I said, I mean, of course, it'd be so amazing to swim with them, but I mean, yes, they're still wild animals, and you still have to be careful. But I just want to have that experience, and so far, well, like I said, there's different places around the world where you can do it. But two of the main ones that I would like to do it, two of them are in Mexico. One is in Baja California, and the other one is in Cozumel, and another one is in the Philippines. And I'll have to try to talk Bill into going international with me, number one. And then number two, I'll have to talk him into getting into the ocean and swimming with the whale sharks with me. And I think I think he would like to do it, but he's just, I don't know. He's not a world traveler or doesn't like to get out of the country much like I do. But I think either Mexico or the Philippines would be just an absolutely amazing location to do it. Mexico, I mean, obvious. I'm biased. And Mexican, of course. And the food, who doesn't love Mexican food, right? You can double that and make the trip and swim with the whale sharks. The whale sharks. Speaking of Mexico, the accent's coming out. The whale sharks. So after we swim with the whale sharks, we can, we can eat some delicious tacos. Oh my gosh. You imagine? And also in the Philippines, if any of you friends are familiar with the Filipino food, it is amazingly delicious, and that would also be an amazing hand-in-hand experience to maybe book a resort that they have in those small towns in the Philippines, where you can book the adventure, where you can go and swim with the whale sharks, and it comes with the resort and the entire package. That's what I want. And I don't know if, for my travelers out there, if you know anybody or any other YouTubers out there that have done this, let me know. Or anybody that watches this video later on, let me know in the comments below if you have done this, if you know a place where this would be a good place to do it, because I am really interested in knowing. And the creatures are just huge. I just, I am not lying when I said that I would probably cry if I ever got into the water and ever got to see a creature that it's way bigger than myself. It would be just an absolutely amazing experience. And my cheeks are barking. And Mary Jones, I will definitely let Bill let him know that you said hello. He's been working a lot. He's been in training. He actually just got up this morning since he's been working nights, but then they sent him to class in the morning, so he was super tired. He is actually still resting at this time. So it's been super super crazy. I always wanted to swim with the dolphins. That is fun. Oh, I love the dolphins. Mary Jones, just any animal for me. Dolphins, whales, fish. I don't know, maybe as long as it's not jellyfish, right? Oh, yes, we went to Showcase of Citrus. We had those creamsicle drinks. Talk about a brain freeze, right? But tell me, is that not the bomb? I don't know what kind of yogurt mix they use, but it is absolutely amazing. If I was one of those eccentric millionaires that just gas up the jet just to go get food somewhere, I would gas up the jet to go to Showcase of Citrus and go get a couple of creamsicles because they're just, especially in the summer when you're doing the monster truck experience there, it is so amazing and refreshing. And it is, I was actually talking to some of my family members in Mexico that told me that they were looking this year of booking a trip of going to Orlando. And once they said Orlando, that's what came to mind. I told them, I don't know what part of Orlando you're going to, but if you are going to be in Orlando, it's like, of course, first, the number one, Disney is there, Universal Studios is there with the new Star Wars thing, so that you have to stop and check that out. And, of course, the Showcase of Citrus. And like I told my family, it's like the Showcase of Citrus is the Florida experience. It is the Florida experience. It's the citrus. They have snacks, they have food, they have drinks, they have they have everything. It's organic, from barbecue sauce, salsas, honey, wine, soap. Everything is artisan. It is absolutely delicious. It is absolutely amazing. And it's, if you're ever in Orlando, please stop there. Right, Susan? It's an amazing place, and it is absolutely, absolutely delicious. That's my favorite flavor, says Mary Jones. I am hoping that the weather is going to get better on us. It's been raining on us today, and like I said, we're trying to change out that fan up in our RV. I always wanted to swim with the dolphins. Oh, let's see. Have you? I think. Let's see. You know what? I took my daughter for one of her birthdays to swim with the dolphins, and that was quite an experience. It is. Their skin is so soft and weird to the touch. It's unbelievable. Same with the stingrays. And the stingrays, you could pet the stingrays like you pet a dog. It's unreal. You stick your hand in there and they will come and stick their head under your hand so you can pet the stingrays. Bill and I did this at one of the aquarium encounters in Florida, and it was incredible because I like to touch everything. The lady said, no, it's fine. You can touch them. Just go ahead and stick your hand in there. They'll come to you. You can pet them in the head. And sure enough, here come the stingrays, and you could pet them in the head, and they're I wouldn't say even like slimy because there's just soft, like super soft. It's a whole different animal. Literally. I like Indian food, but but it's hot, but good. Yes. Indian I stopped at a store a couple days ago, and the gentleman that helped me was from India, and we got to talking, and I told him that that is one of the places that I want to visit. That is also on one of my bucket lists. I just and Bill always makes fun of me because he always tells like, yeah, I know you always want to go everywhere you see on TV. I do. I do. María Brilla. Hola, amiga, saludos. Hola, María Brilla, bienvenida al canal. Estamos aquí discutiendo que quiero ir a nadar con los tiburones ballena en las Filipinas o en México. I was telling the peeps, Maria Brilla, about wanting to go and swim with the whale sharks. But yes, friends, that would just be an absolutely amazing experience. And like I was saying, the gentleman that I was speaking with about India, I want to ride an elephant again. Again, that was an absolutely wonderful experience. But not only do I want to ride one, but if I was given the opportunity to be able to spend some time with these animals and maybe volunteer at one of those places for conservation for the elephants, I think that would be amazing. And just getting to spend time with them. Can you imagine? As you can see, I want to see a big animal. I want to spend time with them. I want to see something that is bigger than me. I just love them. What can I say? What can I say? Friends, this has been a super Thursday. I am so glad that you'll join me on this super Thursday. And thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the shorts. We have been doing really, really good. And I'm assuming all of you are sharing me out because I have been checking on the comments lately and I've been getting a lot of new friends, which I am totally grateful for, all over the world. I just got a couple from New Zealand and Australia and the Philippines and Vietnam, and it has just been absolutely amazing. But friends, with this particular show, I am going to leave you with that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. And yes, friends, yes, it is going to be a short show. It is going to be a short show. But I was not going to not show up and not come and say hello to the peeps and then just come and let you know and tell you how much you mean to me and how much I love you and how much I appreciate you coming and seeing me every Thursday and letting me into your house, into your tablets, into your phone, whatever it is that you are using to watch me and enjoy these experiences with me. Thank you so much, Mary Jones, Susan, everyone that is out there. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I love you, and we will see you on the next one.